All right, greetings. Thanks for joining us on this broadcast. All right, so do an Enki channeling, future predictions. We'll see where that goes. And Agartha connections. So, all right, greetings. So, um, as for technology, is still we're going to get some backup for my backup. So that's what's coming up soon. Backup mics and whatever it is I need in case I have an implosion here. It just ran, the internet went off before it went live here. It's like about an hour or two. So I was answering questions and you can hear the rain in the background. So I wasn't sure if the internet was going to work for this. It just gets better and better. So, yeah, that was another thing for alien disclosure for um, people want their visitation. Jeez. There are a lot of alien cults out there. I guess I didn't know Ashtar Command had a cult. I'm not surprised, but there's different types of alien cults, and they do summon beings. More of the collective. Are these positive cults? Not always, or none of them are, or however we'll look at it. But some of them are summoning alien energies. And as for better or for worse, there's a group called Heaven's Gate that didn't go too well for them. But it doesn't mean you have to join a cult, but you can look at it a little bit differently. I mean, I'm not going to go into my history. I didn't join a cult, but I did connect with one. And I did have visitation from their cult, their alien energies, let's put it that way. So, yeah, it still rubs me the wrong way, but either way. So that's one way for disclosure to occur. I guess technically it's happening on a vibrational level. So, yeah. And it might rain again, just to let you know. So, we're going to do Enki connection, and we're going to go into possible Agartha. Let's see who comes through. So, all right, blessings. And, this is the Saturday night. So, blessings. Here we go. Greetings. This is Enki. Greetings to your collective consciousness. As you shift more into the third dimension, through the third dimension, allow more fourth dimensional doors to open. Yes, you will feel more of the planets, how you are connected to the worlds in your solar system, as many of you come from those places before you come here. As we as Anunnaki beings went to the worlds around it wasn't just Earth, but we had call it an Anunnaki invasion of the planets around you, to learn more about your world and how it operates. Before we even connected to your planet, we had to know what we were getting into. You can say your world called us vibrationally. We were kind of summoned to your planet to learn from it, to grow with it, to educate it through our experiences. As we encountered worlds similar to yours in the past, in other universes that were hostile planets similar to yours. Now there are other planets that they're not exactly similar, but in your universe there are worlds that are controlling. Some are reptilian, some are Archon, but the other Earths and other universes or other planets that are similar to yours were hostile origins, meaning that those planets set the stage for the universe itself, kind of controlled the universe itself. So as you're understanding the power of your world, you will understand yourselves. Of course, there's many blockages to feel this at this moment. But this world is directing much of the universe's energies at this time. Meaning that majority of the consciousness in your universe wants to learn from your world. Of course, it wants to learn from all planets. But this one is the most diverse. Everybody's here. Now, is this where it's all happening? Well, some beings feel that way. Yes. But it's not where everything is happening. No. It's like a show or a music festival. Some people are just this is where it's happening. But not all beings agree on that. So it depends on where you're at. If you're enjoying the show, this is where it's happening. But if you're kind of not getting, you're getting the short end of the stick. This is not where it might be where it's happening to you. It's not really where it's happening. So your connections to Pluto are connected to your world. There's many beings that are connected here to, program your society. Actually, Pluto beings, it wasn't called Pluto, but it brought a lot of teachings of wealth, of common sense. Because they made a lot of mistakes. And their common sense did not work for them. And it's not working with your planet either. So your world is learning from other planets and their mistakes. Not just the Atlantean problem. But all of your issues are from other realities. The Anunnaki connection basically was here to grow the human to be sustainable, self-sustaining, so we don't have to interact with you all that much. Of course, there's alien gods in your past to prepare you for your direction, where you are now. You don't need us flying around in your skies anymore. But does not mean we're not there. It's just you don't. So you graduated. So you needed the gods, yes, and all our problems. For you to figure out your own selves. We had to make our own mistakes in front of you for you to learn from us. You had to see our ugly sides. It was like, you don't want to make the gods mad. But some parents did mimic us and became just like us. Got over their children and did whatever they felt like. But not everybody followed that. Yes, a lot of Anunnaki beings had a lot of temper tantrums in their past. A lot of that was to teach the human how to live on their own. Yeah, it's like you have a child. Think of it as the gods of your past. Think of it as like that's training wheels for your world, society. When the gods begin to vanish, that means you'll be able to ride your bike on your own. You're living your society on your own. We jumpstart. We helped you, through the whole process to find your way. And here you are today. Yes, you might be following, the religions, but you're still making your own decisions. You don't need a sky god to tell you what to do. As yes, we were parents of society. Yes, maybe we were the nasty parents, but we were parents of humanity because you made your own choices, and we're there to govern it the best we can. A lot of Anunnaki beings are in the lower realms or in hell at this time. many of them got trapped doing their own decisions. Some of them, you can say, claim that they are the devil themselves. So some of that devil worship is Anunnaki beings. Some of them, not all of them. So we're not going to take credit for everything. But basically, the gods of your past, yes, are here to jumpstart humanity, get you on your way. Of course, now when you're starting to feel like these are aliens, most of your humans laugh about it. Whether or not you're here to play, you don't need to. It's like talking to the gods or the aliens, like having your parents show up for, to ruin the dinner. It's like most of humanity is enjoying the way things are right now, as many of you see. But some of you have had enough of this reality and want to bring back the relatives. Hopefully they've improved themselves, but bring back a new reality altogether. Well, this is the ancestor alien energies. Just realize we are helping train you right now to the spirit realms, eventually be through the physical. So a whole part of your alien guides, yes, was to build the garden of your reality. And you remember, it was harsh on both ends. Humans were not exactly the nicest to your leaders, your gods. So we fought back. So a lot of, like Marduk, wanted to show his power over humanity. Wanted to show that he was boss. Because a lot of beings did not trust him and did not love him anymore. He felt like he deserved more. So that was part of why he did what he did. For the rest of us, we are our own selfish reasons, of course. But humans have their own selfish issues they're going through currently. As for predictions, there is a new energy coming in, of course. There's always a new energy. Your politics will fade out, meaning it will go into the back end. Right now, it's in the forefront because humans are figuring out what kind of responsibility you want to take with the reality. So it's human responsibility where you want the world to go. So of course, it's always going to be a question mark. It's always going to be a fight. Some of you already know where things are going to go, but what matters most is you find out more about yourselves, your origins, who you are, so you can heal, bring in a new era, and that's what you'll do. All of you are individual in this. But that's what this whole situation about on your planet is. It's not about torturing you. It might seem that way. Lessons can be very torturous. School is never fun. But many of you are like you've created your own garden, became your own god. You found your own footing here, your own power. You don't need us to tell you what to do anymore. Not that we're doing it now, but you're becoming more responsible of your own abilities, your own level of who you are. You're discovering more about yourselves on a galactic level. There's a third dimensional self that is necessary, and love that side of yourself. Don't neglect it. Don't hate it. You might hate it, but many hate it. But that's where healing is needed. Well, you see the foolishness of the third dimension. Some of you aren't too happy with your incarnation here. Some of the bad jokes, bad situations, or whatever it might have been, bad relationships. You don't want to think about third dimension. You feel like the fourth dimension is going to be much better. But there's a lot to learn there also. So the maturity level of fourth dimension is finding itself here. It all comes through the chakras. Fourth dimension is through chakra energy. It just flows right through you. And you decide where it goes. So you are, yes, cutting through the matrix, cutting through the old timelines don't work for you anymore. You can feel it. Some way, some of you get tired. Some of you, you're not going by the narrative. You're not allowing the controls to. That's why you're going to this astral war. They're trying to put agendas on you. Yes, your politicians are trying to sell you agendas, and you're saying no to everything. Everything. It's like somebody. It's like it's kind of like you're having the scam callers calling you every 5 minutes. It's kind of old, isn't it? That's why some me feel drained, very drained. It's the agenda, because it's like you take that call, it creates a timeline. But if you say no, the timeline does not have energy there. So when they keep asking, it becomes very draining. Though they're asking you to follow an agenda of the third dimension. Many of you are choosing more of a galactic reality, where there are no timelines. There's just you and others, but you're more free to interact in your reality. I would just use the garden scenario. You created your garden. This is your growth. These are your alien beings that appeared in your garden. That's what you're inventing right now. The past will resurrect itself in due time. What happened in the past? Yeah, because you're going to start remembering it. Yes, the floodgates of the past will come through. There's a lot of hurt in the past. Some of you feel pain because some of you did pain in your past, so you cause pain to others. You're not always ready to see it. But the more you see it, the more you release. Yeah, the shadow work is necessary. Well, some of you, yes, treated humans like cattle in the past, yes. It was necessary. Funny how humans are treating livestock as cattle, but eventually you'll heal that. It's funny how the aliens treat you like, treat humans like they're meaningless, and yet the humans treat animals like they're meaningless. So eventually you'll figure this out. And there's nothing wrong with eating meat. It's just the way they're treated. That's the problem. Humans need to go through what they need to go. Well, after all you've been through, eating, it's hard. Old habits are hard to die just yet. Eventually, probably most of the world will go more veggies or no food at all. Most will just not have food at all. That's, some would go vegetarian, some would just quit food. You don't need it anymore. So, but there'll always be meat eaters somewhere. You need everybody. You need all kinds of experiences. So, blessings to you all. Greetings. We are the elves of Agartha. Greetings to your human element. As elemental beings, as we see through the trees, we see through the grass, we see through everything to see your population as it grows, as we become more aware of our existence. As yes, we are the ones that called much of your alien beings to this world. As yes, we were one of the first comers of this planet. Some of us just found ourselves here. We weren't looking for a world, we just found ourselves here. As elemental beings, we, yes, brought nature, the ocean energies, through help, of course. We're basically guardians of nature, assisting it as it grows. And as it grows through you, as nature hears it all. It's not rumor mill, no, but some of the tree energies are a little bit offended because they're not having conversations with humans as they used to. Some trees are very forgiving and just adore humans. So the tree people are not, they've learned a great deal from your planet. Some of them have gotten a little bit of gossipy, but they learned it from the best. They evolve in different ways. That's why some trees do sometimes have a strange, look to them. Some of them, they're it's like makeup. Some of them just have designs on them to catch your attention. Because trees want to look good too. And having those cut branches and all of that is now some trees don't like having their branches cut. Some like long hair, like long branches, long. They don't always care, if a tree branches over a house or they don't care. But they understand. They get kind of mad about that, but they forgive. The more you have conversations with your tree energies, and of course, your neighbors aren't always your neighbors. Your trees are your first neighbors. Those that are on your property, of course, they don't see it as your property, but you see it that way. So they actually welcomed you to where they welcomed you to live there. They can always kick you out, and they do sometimes. Ever have a tree fall on a house before? Now, sometimes you can rebuild it. Sometimes this isn't worth it. But they're also bringing guidance to where you should be. You should be there or leave. It's just the knowing Mother Nature. Nature just, for the most part, does not really communicate with humanity. It does, but not. You're not sitting there hearing a tree talk to you, but you got to follow the path that's right for you first. As many of you are connecting more spiritually, feel like you need a tree in your life, that's when they enter into your world. Yeah, you feel like there's a void. You feel depressed, talk to a tree energy. Tree people they're kind of like a librarian. They have a great amount of knowledge, not always the ones you hear. It can be quite straightforward. One moment. My name is Dominic, if you're wondering. The tree people, yes, carry a lot of knowledge just from your Anunnaki energy. Yes, I don't believe there's a lot of trees in your Babylonian area at this time, but there are sand energies there. But Mother Nature felt the Anunnaki beings. Now, just because Mother Nature makes a choice doesn't mean everybody agrees with that. So, the Anunnaki were chosen to help humanity evolve. And not all the aliens agreed with that. They don't always know where these messages are coming from either. But it's the seeding of the planet, the vibrations, the many aliens. It wasn't instantly decided, but you can say early on it was decided as a human was the best way to represent the energies of the earth. As the universe was, you can say, crying at that time and needed help. The universe itself needed direction. As there was many wars, as some of you remember, a lot of alien energies were not getting along. So this world became for peace, a new invention, but also to bring peace where nobody was getting along. Well, many beings were not. So, yes, your hardest hitters, your reptilian beings, even your archon beings, but your feline beings. And there's more, of course, but you have your heavy hitters of your universe came here to do their bidding. And this world became more difficult than they ever imagined. So their difficulties of their minds, their difficult minds, many of you have difficult minds. Their difficult mindset went into the Earth's vibration. Syrians have a great amount of difficulties because everybody was there causing trouble before they came here. Well, they kind of go to one place. You get kicked out of certain places. Like there was wars in Orion, but they all ended up in Sirius, and they ended up here. Of course, you go from Orion to either way. They all found themselves here eventually. And these are some of the biggest problem beings of your universe. And you're here to solve that. Yes, being calm helps. Your Dr. Phil is helping. There are many that are the spiritual leaders. Some alien cults are there are many Mother Nature cults that I don't believe anyone's talking about this time. It's like, yes, we want trees, nature, and hell with people. That's a kind of a problem. So, you think the alien cults are kind of difficult. You think your elite are a problem. I mean, yeah, they just want to wipe out everybody and just have a bunch of trees, grass, water, and the hell with everybody else. I think some of you are aware of those groups. So yes, so think of you have some of the, you don't want to call them your aliens, some of them of bullies, but we'll just call them very intelligent problem children's beings. Well, yes, like your Saddam Hussein, your great dictators of your universe are here. Let's put it that way. And your world gave them something else, to another way of looking at themselves, but they left their problems here. And some of them are spiritual teachers also. They're spiritual teachers even through religions. Yes, well, some of them are here to cause more problems, but either way, many of you are here, your galactic people are here to heal the problems, as you can see. Any way that works, basically. The idea is to heal the war. Now, with elemental energies of your alien dimensions opening up in your reality, you are on, yes, I believe you heard this, you are on that timeline. But the timing of when that occurs is still up to you. We believe it can happen quite soon for some of you, guys. Not in a fearful manner, but different types of vibrations. As just scenarios of controlling society are not working as they used to. So, as you tap into more of your galactic nature, it's inevitable. So, at this time, the element of rain. Rain is an interesting one. Depending on the storm, yes, some storms are galactic storms. Yes, alien beings having a temper tantrum, some of them. They're not getting their way. Nothing's working for them. So they bring like a storm that just shows their hostility. It's not always government related, just to let you know. Sometimes it is. They can manipulate government technologies, but they can do it themselves also. So yes, they have like a weather weapon, and the aliens just do a little zap on it, and all of a sudden you got yourself some rain. So just to let you know. So as you connect more to this is all fourth dimension energies. We are bringing a calmness to society. Remember that. Calming the arguments. It's hard to heal an argument with a reptilian and a feline being. Anunnaki beings did not do themselves any favors, because a lot of them were having, sexual relations with many of the humans here. And that is another reason why some humans are kind of abnormal in the way they are. It's like some of you are still angry at your Anunnaki parents for, making you an orphan. While the two of them go and have love somewhere else. It's like, okay, now what? I'm a freak and nobody cares. I'm by myself. That's very frequent. They can have their children and then they go off on their romps. That's very Anunnaki of many. And they're known to have a lot of children here. A lot. And live a long time. Just so you know. So. In your predictions, just love yourselves, first off. The tides are taking you where you need to go. Not to give worry to this climate of illness, Just look at the illness of the air. It's all, yes, in the air, basically. Not that it's here to make you sick, but there's a lot of beings in power aren't getting what they want at this time. So they're punishing humanity at this moment. Their day is coming to an end, yes. Don't give in to their anger, though. Just keep being yourselves. They're going to torture humanity as long as they can, but many of you, it's like, okay, you can beat me, you can throw me in jail, you can make it rain, you can break my stuff. I'm still going to stay who I am. Look at it from that point of view. I'm still going to continue who I am. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give in to your manipulations. This is